my face, taking up all of my space. You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Out of my way, get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way.
Super way up, get your weight up, put your plate up. You a foreign, we at war, and I got all of hallelujah, Talladega, baby Jesus, in the flesh, come and get it, and I'm get it. All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah, we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Don't make me watch you get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, winning this in my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Out of my way, get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way.
All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah, we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Don't make me watch you get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, winning this in my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way. Yeah, huh? Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, yeah. It's so yeah. I've been gone for a little too long. I've been waiting on a drummer to kick off a comeback song. I've been waiting in the way.
Nothing like October football. Welcome in, everyone. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 6. I'm Scott Hansen. Lots to get to. We'll begin in Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals at home to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. And here's the well-traveled DJ Chark. He's open in the middle of the field. They get it to him. It's a foot race, and he won't lose it. And that's a 61-yard touchdown grab. The Cardinals get back to 500. They even their mark at 3-3. From there, it's off to Atlanta. Let's look in on the Falcons as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys.
Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch your L up, catch a plane. I probably f*** you before I f*** your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us. Broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister rat with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup. So if I swing my fist, you going in, so wish me luck. Boy, if you ain't talking pay, paper, I'm a bounce, bounce, bounce. I tell Shorty spin around and watch it bounce, bounce, bounce. Every time I hit the stage, I make it bounce, bounce, yeah, bounce. I just pull up to the crib and then I'm right back on that. Biz starts up, I ain't coming home with a full. All you rappers still washed up, I don't push weight, I just pull chips. She ain't pulling the socks up, when it's half time she get full. Finna leave the boxed up like send it, make a play and I exit. Money boy making London money, spend most of my life on the M6. Yeah, get rich or die trying, no leg. Been out here for like 8 years, come from Volkswagen to Bentley's, low. Once you run up cash, double back. Baby, show me what your mama made and make that. Yeah, 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 made that. You got such a pretty face, but I want. Tell her I'm ready, the check coming heavy. I bought them made busy, no, this ain't a Chevy. The king of my city, can't nobody check me. They know where I'm at if they coming to get me. I've been in the pocket like keys in a wallet. If you think you got it, then pull up and bet me. I'm keeping it solid and just being honest. You ain't gotta like me, but gotta respect me. I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah, I just pull up to the crib and then I bounce. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a bounce. I tell Shorty spin around and watch it bounce. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah, I just pull up to the crib and then I
Jacko Jamut Wen We's Rustic
B-Town's finest, handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Bay State in Massachusetts. Welcome to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Kansas City Chiefs.
Alfie is good on the fence.
With my partner Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football.
He likes to blitz.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
On 2nd down, Mahomes. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
3rd and long for Mahomes. That's a slant to Ayuk. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive and keep your offense on the field.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mahomes. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Gonna give the ball over on down.
And that is just a bad time for a mental mistake. You have to secure that ball before you worry about turning upfield. You know it's 4th down. You know where the marker is. You've got to make that catch and keep this drive alive.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 4. We'll go right back to Stevenson. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson. A good run there to the 34-yard line. That is a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. And it'll lead to a second down.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
And he'll take this one in. Jalen Waddle, touchdown Patriots. That is first touchdown this year.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Devontae Turpin on the return. And he'll work this one past the 20.
Alfie descend Caxco.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Here's a toss to Pacheco.
Pull out his runs.
And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. First down, KC. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
First down throw, Mahomes. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. A give here to Pacheco. Now Pacheco loses the...
Outside zone runs.
It looked like one of the Chiefs is able to recover, and they hold on to the ball.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. Maydown on 1st and 10. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. That is George Karlaftis in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive. Pistol give to Stevenson. A short gain up to the 20. Jaden Hicks on the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
3rd and a long way to go. On play action, here's May, and that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 6-0 is our score. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2 as we are ready to get back underway. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. He's to the 10. And he will score! Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. They'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Mike Dana shuts that one down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's May. Hit as he throws and
Jacketeer.
couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Ha ha ha.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Throw left side, taken in by Polk. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll run on 1st down with Stevenson. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Nick Bolton.
Another 3.
There for the stop.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. From out of the gun, here's Med. That one intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cook. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Kick new net.
A handoff to Pacheco. There he goes. Inside the 30. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
A gain of 21 yards. And the 1st down for the Chiefs.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Pacheco. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. finally taken down well behind the line.
Yeah, at some point, you just have to know when the party's over. You just have to cut your losses. I think in this case, he's just trying to do a little bit too much, make something out of nothing, and he ends up being taken back for a pretty big loss.
Okay, deep park cross.
This is 3rd and forever. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down.
Hey, 43, 15.
Now Mahomes. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Hendricks. And the Patriots are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the handoff, it's Stevenson. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Now, May. This complete to Pope. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Give up the middle to Stevenson. Whoa. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. Throwing is May. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. First reception for the man who enters the week as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. This one, good for a 1st down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal, and at the very least, got to come away with some points.
Off the bootleg. Here's May. Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6. That's the linebacker, Nick Bolton, getting in there to bring him down. His 1st sack of the season. On 2nd down, it's May. He's got his big tight end, Hunter Henry. Touchdown, New England. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, That's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On first down, it's Mahomes. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. To throw now, May. That one caught by Polk. And he'll be hustled out just shy of the first down marker. That's a pickup at 9. He's going to set up second and 1.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll work the middle this time with Stevenson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. That's an incompletion.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Third and long. Here's May. That is caught left side by Waddle. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
That's going to be blocked.
In this situation, Mike, every coach on the sideline is yelling, watch the ball, watch the ball. So this is a gutsy move defensively to sell out and go for that block. Remember, if he times this jump wrong, that's a first down.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Mahomes. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk to the goal line and in. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown KC. It's his third touchdown catch this year.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. On 1st and 10, here's May. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, it's May. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. That's complete. It's Waddle. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And he is going to pick up a Patriots 1st down as the defense nowhere to be found. They picked up 20 on 4th down.
Good for a Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a toss, running left, it's Stevenson. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another 1st down.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
Off the play fake, here's May. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. On the carry, it's Stevenson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is May. He'll find Stevenson out of the backfield. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away,
he's got his man, middle of the end zone. Jalen Waddle, touchdown Patriots. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
To throw is May. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Oh! And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down. Here's Pacheco. Finds an alley to the 35. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. But I don't think he knows yet that this one is coming back. Now it's Spears. Past midfield to the 45. And he will go all the way. Tajay Spears. Touchdown, Chiefs. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The Chiefs will set up for the two-point conversion.
Throwing is Mahomes. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by the safety, Jabril Peppers. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. That's to the right side. He's got Polk. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
On the handoff, Stevenson running left. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll go again here with Stevenson. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, they're on the tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Catch made there by Waddle. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson.
Well, a field goal try at least gives you a chance to take the lead. I think at this stage, early in the second half, Mike, if I'm this coach, I think I'm thinking long and hard. Do I have a play I love? If I do, let's be aggressive and extend this possession and hopefully come away with 6.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the Pats' 1st down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. May going to look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it'll be second down. Out of the gun, here's May. Throw, left side, taken in by Pope. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Big play coming up. This is third down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. And he will score again. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, New England. 3 touchdowns for the game, his first 3 of the year. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
And he will get into the end zone for the 2. And extend the lead to 7 points.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
On the return, here's Turpin. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. Open man down the field, it is Hill. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. It's a big play when they needed it the most. It covers 51 yards.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert first downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both, and when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now whistles here, and a penalty. Looks like somebody moved early up front. Here's a toss to Pacheco. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
On third down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
On first down, they'll start out with Stevenson. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
On play action, here's May. A wide open is Polk, and he's got it. Inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jalen Polk. Touchdown, Patriots. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First and 10 for Mahomes. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
Well, they pretty much need a touchdown on this possession. And I think if I'm the defensive coordinator, the fine line you have to find, Mike, is I know I don't want to give up a deep shot, but I also don't want to just play prevent defense and give up too much underneath. So just continue to find that balance, make them go the long way, and just bleed this clock.
Motion man is Rice. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Mumucha deep throws done.
Third and long for Mahomes. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Here's Mahomes. Able to complete it to Ayuk. And he is going to have a Chiefs first down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on fourth down.
First down, Kansas City.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must.
Chicken rice.
It's first and 10.
Opa style incookant.
Here's Pacheco. And he's going to dive and be marked down on a play that really turns out poorly for this offense. They'll come up now for second down. They'll drop to throw.
Citrus opus and streak.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Mahomes now out of the gun here on third down. That is hard. He gets the hook up with Rice. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
And
Case Cock Pay. On C Dekic.
his kick is good. And the Chiefs are back within 6.
Many T-Hart offs Cockney.
They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Recovering an onside kick has really become kind of a lost art nowadays, Mike. You just don't see it very often. You're trying to find where's the weak link, where's the hole in the recovery unit. Kicker's got to put the ball there, and then it's just a race to recover it.
Lecker Jacko. TD now.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender.
Nice opus and streak.
It'll force third down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up.
Outside run.
This guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. He's going to try it here again. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
So here it is, fourth down and 10. Now Mahomes. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to have the Chiefs first down. How about that? A gain of 15 on fourth and 10.
And now we're at the point in the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Final minute, one timeout remaining, and it's first and 10. A run with Pacheco. Gets to the edge at the 30. And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-tying TD here in the final minute.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
New net cover 4.
Here's first down.
On formation, prevent.
May. He finds Bell. That's caught.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains. The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Formation. Dan prevent.
Third and short. And here is May. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. The clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. To throw again is May. Finding room at midfield. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
First
Every team practices 2-minute offense, end-of-game situation, and the chunk plays are really the drive starters. So now not only do they get the big completion, they bring up a fresh set of downs. Reminder, they still have 2 timeouts, plenty of time to go down and try to win this game.
Now they get the timeout. Interesting situation. Do they kick it here or run
Has Heiskop or Heiskop timeout?
possibly not getting it down in time? We'll see.
Can Ice just see kicker? Cover 3.
Comes the whistle and a timeout. 7 seconds to go. So a big spot looming here for Andres Borregales. This to win the game. This one is pushed out to the right. It is no good. And the missed kick is going to cost them the game.
And you just can't help but feel for a guy in this situation, Mike. I mean, he's got a chance to be the hero. His guys get him down there, put him in position to win the game here late. But he couldn't convert. It's a lonely feeling walking off that field.
Only one
For jacket here.
for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night from Foxborough.